Hi hand readers, springtime's just beginning to burst through in Johannesburg, and I feel it's a good time for us to start getting into the hands themselves. I've presented several, well many actually, videos on the basics, and there are more basics which I'll share in due course. But for today the question is, what is your hand shape and why does it matter? And if you don't know me, my name's Jennifer. I'm a chirology and palmistry practitioner, teacher and author based in Johannesburg. And by the end of today's video, you'll have a good idea as to how to measure your hands and to determine what your fundamental and basic archetype is. The basic shape of your hands speaks about how you express yourself in life. We have an interesting concept in the hand reading world, has to do with our skin being how things impress upon us, and our shape being how we express ourselves. So it's almost like the give and the take, the give being the shape of your hand and the skin being how you receive the impressions of your life and through which you work through. The skin is like a mesh, and I'll be covering skin in another video. But your basic hand shape is an archetypal concept. We have earthy people, watery people, fiery people, and airy people. And an archetype is a collectively inherited, unconscious idea, pattern of thought, image, or a model that is universally present in our collective psyche. So we all know about, for example, a nurse, or a doctor, or a teacher, or an artist, and so on. There are hundreds and hundreds of archetypes. The earth hand shape has a square palm with fingers that are short in relation to the length of the palm. The water hand has an oblong palm with fingers that are long in relation again to the length of the palm. I'll explain more in a moment. Fire-shaped hands have oblong palms with short fingers in relation to the length of the palm, and air-shaped hands have square palms with long fingers. So measuring the hands is really quite simple. You need a ruler, and what you do is you take the person's hand or the palm print and you measure from the base of the middle finger, the earth finger in our system, and it's also known as the Saturn finger in palmistry, and you measure from the base of that finger to the base of the wrist, and that gives you the palm length. You then take a ruler and measure from just above where the thumb protrudes from the hand across the palm, and that gives you the palm width. From there, the third thing you do is you measure from the base of the middle finger, how to show you this, from the tip of the middle finger to the base of the middle finger, and that gives you the length of the longest finger of the hand. And then, for example, in my hands here, I have a 9.5 centimeter long middle finger and a 10.5 centimeter long palm, and my width is narrower than my length, which gives me a classic fire-shaped hand. If the middle finger, the earth finger or the Saturn finger is as long or nearly as long as the length of the palm, the fingers are long. Whereas if the middle finger is perhaps 1.5 to 2 centimeters shorter than the length of the palm, the fingers are short. Now, in some hands, it's very difficult to assess. People seem to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's where your intuition needs to come in. That's where, when you cannot assess the exact archetypal shape of that person's hands, you use a little bit more of the other criteria to decide what predominates for them, perhaps their skin texture, their dermatoglyphics, and so on. This image will give you some more of a graphic idea of how the palm is measured. It comes from my book, Illustrated Chirology, Palmistry and Hand Reading. It's actually my favorite of the 4 books I've written. I advise you to, if you are interested in reading hands, well, let's say I recommend that you purchase it because it really is very comprehensive and I'm very proud of it. And if you feel you'd like to learn about hand reading, please visit my website. If you subscribe there, you'll immediately receive a free PDF download on fingerprints and their meanings. I call them glyphs, short for dermatoglyphics. And I also offer amazing courses, especially my home study course. It's incredibly in-depth. You get 18 one-on-one lessons with me personally, and you will, by the end of it, certainly be able to know how to read people's hands very effectively. Please like, subscribe, and share, and next week I will be jumping into the earth-shaped hand, the earth archetype, and what makes earth people tick. Bye for now.